Hello and welcome to Crusader Kings 2, The Return of Arthur, where we are playing as the Holy Arthurian Empire and the Mob Arthur dynasty descended from King Arthur the Bear of Cornwall, who claimed to be the mythical King Arthur back to save the Britons in their darkest hour. We've just won a crusade for Italy against the Aztecs, we restored the papacy, and we founded the Holy Roman Empire, which has now been renamed the Holy Arthurian Empire. Off screen, or when I wasn't recording, I went through and reorganized a bunch of our territory because I was way over my domain limit and my vassal limit after winning the crusade. Still way over the vassal limit because I've run out of money to create duchies with. So I think we're going to take the build a war chest ambition and take a break from war for a little while, just until we've created enough titles to hand out to fix this vassal limit problem, and then we will go to war with the Aztecs again, who are currently led by a 9-year-old. So I don't know why my air keeps changing. It looks like probably... Oh, do I need to... I guess I need to send for a new court physician. Cool. Title loss on succession, we don't really care. Unlanded sons, imprisonment. Yeah, we're fine. Oh, a Germanic mystic. Interesting. Lives not far from our borders. Even though he's a heathen, the locals respect him and return to him in times of need. Dira is able to call healing spirits to the bodies of his patients. Yeah, let's bring him in. Yeah, there actually are 2 Germanic counties left in our realm. There's Holland and Denmark, and then Vestisland and Iceland still follow the Germanic faith. Oh yeah, and by the way, because we won that crusade, Catholic now has 100% moral authority. Aztec does too, unfortunately, but we can start wearing that away, since we now control the holy site of Rome and the holy site of Canterbury. And we won a crusade, obviously, so that's a good thing for us. What are my current expenses? Do I have, like... My coffers are empty, but the church is rich. Yeah, let's go ahead and seize some gold. The Duke of Kent has died. So we need to... redistribute that. This guy owns all of it de jure, and he's not ambitious, so we will give him the viceroyalty. Alright, and we need a new marshal. Thankfully we have plenty of good options. I will make my wife marshal. Also need a commander. Oh, and I don't have an apprentice yet. I need a Hermetic apprentice for my Hermetism. Someone with high learning who's not 89 years old. This guy, the Count of Benevento. One of the various Briton lords that I distributed Italy to off camera. Extort subjects. Oh, can I rank up in the society yet? I can! I can request to rank up to adept in the Hermetic Society. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's extort our subjects here. The money for the war chest is not going to raise itself. You've decided to take matters into your own hands and see that the chest gets filled to the brim with donations from your loyal subjects. We could give the... we can get a tyranny penalty and collect an extra tax from the peasants. I can take 350 from my wealthiest vassal. Again, this will be seen as tyrannical to all subjects. I could take it from the church. Oh, seize the wealth of the bishopric of Totnes. We lose church walls in Totnes. Or maybe it's a bad idea. I'm just going to extort my richest vassal. Even though you've explained it in detail to Yarnkant, he still does not understand why you're plundering his mansion. It would seem evident that giving up some of your wealth in support of the realm is the right thing to do, but Yarnkant is having none of it. Apologize and explain how this will help save the realm. 55% chance that I gain the trait stressed, or you should be honored. We become rivals. Gravely upsets his entire dynasty. He's lowborn, so that won't really do anything. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to explain how it'll help save the realm. Alright, so we now have some money to play with. We borrow some money from the Jews, maybe? Oh yeah, we can borrow money from the Jews. We can borrow money from the Templars. Oh, the Templars don't have any money to borrow. Okay, that should allow us to create enough titles to get out of our slump here. So let's go ahead. Let's create. Visby's not worth it because it's de jure. Smallland, we could create that. And this guy is already a viceroy. This guy is already a viceroy. So you get it by default. Great. Oh, could I not give it to her because she's tribal? Well, that's annoying. Tell you what. I will give this viceroyalty to Gotland. They will also be the de jure rulers of Smallland for now on. Okay, Iceland. Create. I can give it to this lady. She has really good stewardship and she's not ambitious. Or this lady who's really old and has worse stats, so I will give it to her. And it looks like she didn't get lower titles, so I'm going to transfer vassalage. Oh, was the other countess already vassal to a viceroy? Yeah, the King of Denmark. Okay, so that was kind of a waste of time. Is Iceland de jure Denmark? It is de jure Denmark. Alright, so I can just transfer vassalage of that whole thing to this guy. So we're going to transfer vassalage of... Maybe he's already her liege? Okay. That works. Bourbon is down here somewhere. Go to de jure duchies. Yeah, cool. So I own that entire duchy. We'll go ahead and create that. And candidates include this guy who has 9 stewardship, no children, and he's 37 years old. This guy, 11 stewardship, he's 41, also has no children. I guess I need to keep reminding myself that children don't matter. I think I will give it to this guy. Viceroyalty, there we go. Getting towards the point of being under our vassal limit. The Kingdom of Brittany, there's no real reason to create that because it's just going to be the same amount of land as the Duchy of Brittany, so it won't actually bring our vassal limit any lower. Okay, start partitioning out Italy. I gave all of these counties to talented Britons. 70 years old and celibate. 13, stewardship not proud. No kids. 10 stewardship. Or I mean, not proud. Not ambitious is what we're looking for. 49, 10 stewardship. 10 stewardship. Yeah, I think we're probably going to give it to... Okay, so we're going to create the Duchy of Friuli. And we're going to give it to this guy. And then if we need to, we'll hand out the Kingdom of Italy, but I don't know that we'll necessarily need to. Duchy of Lombardy. So we could choose between her, 13 stewardship, not ambitious. 12 stewardship, not ambitious, but he is ugly. Not that matters that much. Too old, and 13 stewardship, not ambitious. So she's 26. She's 31. I think I'll give it to the younger girl. Oh, I didn't create it, did I? This is also stuff I probably should have done off camera, but I wanted you guys to know what was going on. Yeah. Grant landed title. No, Viceroyalty. Duchy of Lombardy. Alright, we are almost under our vassal limit. We can also create the Duchy of Modena. I own one of those counties, she owns another one, so let's move on. Sardinia. I kept 3 counties in Italy for myself just because I ended up having the room for it. Gave away our crown land in Scandinavia because Italy is a bit richer. Okay, so this girl, 12 stewardship, she's 22, she's not ambitious. This guy's 21, he's a genius, and he's not ambitious, and he's brawny, and he has 13 stewardship. This guy's arbitrary, yeah. Clear choice here. Sardinia is yours. Alright, so... the rest of these are all kingdom titles, it looks like. So let's go ahead and create the Kingdom of Sweden. Yeah, might as well give it to the Viceroy of Upland. There we go, we don't even need to give away Italy. I don't really want to hold two kingdom titles, so I'm probably going to do it anyway, though. Gonna give it to this guy. Now we're well under our vassal limit. Okay, so because of that, we need a new spy master, such as this guy. We need a new court chaplain, such as this guy. We need to make sure that our court chaplain is doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's hiding in his house because of plague or something. Apparently I need a new apprentice. The Viceroy of Ireland looks like he will do just fine. Need a new commander. King of Italy will do great. And now all of my vassals should like me pretty well. Except for the Chief of Northumberland because I revoked his titles, and the leader of the Scottish Revolt because he's not really my vassal, he's a revolt leader and he can go die in fire for all we care. Let's let our prisoners rot. Oh no! Usurping titles. Excellent! I hereby grant you permission to advance to the next rank within the Hermetic Society. I am now an adept, which means I can make horoscopes for my children who will never inherit anything because I'm immortal. And also all of my children are adults now, so... couldn't care less. Emissary from the Holy Father has come to our court to announce that we are anathema to everything that's holy. We've been excommunicated. I restored the papacy! I restored the goddamn papacy and you have 100 opinion of me! Better lift that shit. Yeah, that's right. I'll vassalize your ass, dude. I will vassalize your holy ass. Alright. See how the plague is doing. Still fairly localized to the Levant and Anatolia. But we'll keep an eye on it. Probably going to need to shut the gates if it gets any closer than that. It's not spreading especially quickly. Just the other day, skulking as I often do, I caught Countess Gwen of Corsica and my courtier Kaidu in flagrante. Let's blackmail them for money. There we go. New important decisions. I can extort my subjects again. I don't need to extort them. I feel we're both held back by the lack of a proper office of alchemy. For to uncover the secrets of Hermes, the thrice blessed, we will need the proper tools and workspace. Unless you build a laboratory, or our work will fade into obscurity. So we get the mission build a laboratory. To complete this mission, activate the construct laboratory in the intrigue menu and successfully complete the construction of a laboratory. Alright, constructing your own laboratory will help you in various experiments needed to delve into the deeper truths of creation. It can, however, get very costly. Truly useful laboratory could take both time and money to assemble, but without an office dedicated to alchemy, I doubt I will ever be able to unveil the deeper secrets of the world. Yeah, let's, for science. Secrecy is of great importance, as the experiments I will perform in my laboratory may both frighten the ignorant and tantalize my fellow alchemists. To keep intruders away, laboratories are often built deep within a castle, but a more accessible building would likely be more efficient. Safe, deep within the walls of Camelot, efficient and accessible office for research, or a guarded compound on an island. Though isolated, your laboratory can be as big as it needs to be. The plans for your laboratory will only be dedicated towards what is most efficient, but your secrets will not be well guarded. Have to fit into your existence. Let's build a compound on an island. That's pretty badass. You could be a Bond villain or something. In order to properly heat and transform metals or other substances, I require furnaces of differing temperature and flames of different types. The alchemical texts speak of various setups that could be beneficial. A modest setup with one furnace will be enough. I can work around a small but varied setup. I will require a state-of-the-art laboratory, where I will aim higher than any of those who have come before me. We will build an experimental setup with as many furnaces, basins, and other contraptions as can reasonably be fitted, of course. The Jews can wait to be paid back on their loans until I have the most badass lab of all time. The local smiths do not seem to appreciate the great care that must be taken to create the kinds of tools we need to work the fires of my laboratory. Perhaps in time they will learn, but so far the results have been disappointing. I can cut costs by relying on local smiths to produce tools and other ironwork, or we must import the tools we need. We'll import alchemical tools from the master smiths that are best skilled to make them. My marshal has discovered a man of great military talent. Excellent. And we need to hand out the Duchy of Wessex real quick. That guy is a major viceroy. This guy is not ambitious, so you can have it. Nope, not Cornwall. Wessex. Boom. The entire castle just shook, waking me from the dreamless sleep that comes after hours of preparatory laboratory work. Did I forget to properly lock the laboratory? A sacrifice for science, or we will spend funds to improve security and increase the efficiency of the laboratory. So apparently somebody snuck onto our island compound and tried to cook some meth or something. The glass in which I keep my concoctions is brittle and breaks easily. This may be tolerable for beakers and other dispensable glass, but earlier today a giant alembic shattered into 1,000 pieces after having been heated carelessly by one of my helpers. Let's try to limit their use. Inferior quality, but helpers will be instructed to handle it with extreme care. Or we must only buy the very most expensive and durable glass. Absolutely. The steward has some ideas on how to improve the economy. Let's do it. Darby is converted to Catholic. My commander was cornered and slain by the enemy on the battlefield. Okay. Was he a revolt leader or something? I don't know. Still telling us we can extort our subjects. Many years of my life have been spent dedicated to the Hermetic Society, performing missions and tasks in the interests of the Order and its Magus. Today, all that effort has been rewarded as I have become the new Magus. My followers look to me for leadership and guidance I shall provide. Fantastic. We are now the leader of the Hermetic Society. We can choose a Hermetic art, which allows us to change our lifestyle trait. What is our current lifestyle trait? Do we not have a lifestyle trait? Well, I guess we can pick one now. And we can write a magnum opus, which is an enciphered book of our knowledge. By the way, this guy's 75 and still looking mighty young here. Not all pottery is suited for the kind of alchemical work I do. My experiments require both the porous orange pottery that can absorb components in the crucible and the dark, highly fire-resistant pots in which even the strongest metal can be melted. Good quality does come at a price, however. Only the best will be good enough. Let's see. Let's choose a Hermetic art. Oh, do I have the Theologian trait already? I do have the Theologian. Intrigue and Learning. So I can swap that out for Scholar or for Mystic. I think I want to be a Mystic. It'll give me more stewardship too, which is always a good thing. Losing 1 point of Intrigue out of 15 is not going to be a big deal. And then write a magnum opus requires 500 esoteric knowledge, so I shouldn't be able to do this. Let's see. I guess I can. Secluded at my writing desk, quill in hand, and plenty a bottle of ink nearby, I find myself staring down upon the blank parchment. The sheer scale of the task upon which I am about to embark dawns upon me. I need to record my knowledge, but also hide it from those who are unworthy. Being such an industrious ruler, you have not gone unnoticed by the large population of Welsh place that I can't pronounce. By paying the county elders a personal visit, yeah, let's go visit him. Excellent. Bishop is back. Let's have him convert. Let's start in Gwynedd. Before my dear friend Count Ulfo passed from this world, he made me promise to take care of his daughter, Countess Puyante. What name is that? Oh, she's a Khazar. Okay. I was going to say, that doesn't sound British. Today was Ulfo's funeral. Most mourners have left by this point, but Puyante is kneeling by her father's grave. I will offer my friendship and protection, per my friend's wishes. I have a kinsman. That's good. What is our current... Oh yeah, it's Tanistry. Is he the best? He's slow. Ambitious. He does have the best stewardship, but I think I'd rather have Gwethankar be my heir. Thank you very much. In case I run into another immortal who decides to there can be only one me. Sometimes the difference identifying success can be as hard as achieving it. Many metals and other substances are so alike that only an expert can tell them apart. To avoid mishaps, perhaps it would be best to invest in a rich library of reference literature to avoid unwelcome surprises. My librarians shall not rest until we have such a collection. Dear Lady Puyante, most graciously welcome my offer. I'm sure she and I will be close friends. Cool. Do we have any laws that we need to pass? Papal investiture, that's fine. External vassal war declaration. Those are all where I want them to be. Let's see, we could get more money from the burghers. And then more levies from the nobles eventually. Oh hey, we can hold a grand debate for all members of the Hermetic Society to join, spending several days discussing and arguing in the name of knowledge. As I expect, many members of the Hermetic Society appear for the grand debate. It is of the utmost importance that everything is to be as flawless as possible. In this spirit, the preparations are well underway. My staff has seen to the lodgings, and the chef has stocked up the larders. All that is left now is to send out the invitations.